welcome to the updates of all the update stuff that we tell you news and things about the industry and how much shit it's done this week. Jay.
Okay.
My intro's getting worse and worse as the weeks go on, I think.
Yeah, every week it surprises me.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not much in the news this week unless it's one particular story or Black Friday. So
Right.
I was going to basically do a quick update on a couple of stories we spoke about last week. So we mentioned the studio behind Marvel Heroes is closing down.
Yeah.
There's been an update on that very recently, and they were all expecting to still be in jobs and keep until the end of the year. However, there's been dropped a bombshell. Is the studio's closing tomorrow, and they're laying everyone off.
Oh.
So so they're not at the moment. They're not getting any severance pay, nothing like that. It's just boom.
No.
So there's a lot of people that have purchased content for the game and are awaiting refunds, and they've just had to tweet out, which is like we know you're all waiting for refunds. We're really sorry about that, but the employees aren't even getting a severance pay at this point.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, around Thanksgiving as well. You know, it's a really bad time of year.
Well, we're making a game. Maybe they can. We've got no money, but maybe you can come and help make our game even better.
Yeah, there you go. There's an offer. So if anyone's watching, I'm sorry that it's happened, but
that's terrible.
You can come and work on our game.
Yeah, for free. We can pay you in hot dogs. How about that?
So as a quick update on that one, and then I just have to say loot boxes again, unfortunately, and the EA shenanigans.
Well, that's had a fairly hefty development recently with Belgium.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of articles you'll read on the internet that say Belgium have said loot boxes are dirt and gambling, and we're doing this and we want to ban it in Europe. And although, that's kind of what they're looking into and the kind of way they're leaning, they have not made a confirmed decision yet.
No, there was an update on that story today saying there hasn't been, but it's looking like it's going that way.
Yeah.
However, there have been other countries which have marked it as gambling.
Yeah.
Hawaii have basically said they're going to try and cut out because they see it as like really dirty practice, don't they?
Yeah, I love that the guy actually quoted "It's a trap."
Yeah,
and called
it
an online Star Wars casino for children.
Yeah.
Now that is damaging, and coming from someone that is in quite a high position of power, that's looking bad. It's looking bad for EA, and the way everyone feels about this is they are going to push towards these getting changed.
Oh yeah, it's going to have a massive ramification in general. Yeah. But there's something that we learned. Obviously, we filmed the last update Thursday, and then Friday morning we learned that the reason why EA took the microtransactions out was because they pissed off Disney.
Yeah, they managed to irritate Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
I mean...
So, the CEO of Disney basically phoned them up and said, well, he got someone to phone him and say, shut this shit down.
Yeah.
Because it's their property at the end of the day. Disney owns Star Wars, and with the new film coming out in a month, they don't want Star Wars linked to basically ripping people off.
No, and it's just... I mean, the thing is, right, now, if you were EA... wouldn't you just pull your advertising off Facebook for now? Because literally, they've been providing me with a platform to air my frustration every single day when these adverts keep popping up in my... I don't even follow the EA webpage.
No, I've seen them. It's amusing reading.
Yeah, I've literally put the ASCII middle finger up on pretty much everything that they've posted.
Yeah, although I saw your comment earlier, and I did see one that beat it.
Oh, really?
Someone said, okay, how much do I owe you for watching this video?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was good. That was good. If that's you, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I put? I can't remember what I put now.
Something about a loot box bug they haven't taken out.
Oh, yeah,
the game
they haven't taken out the loot box glitch that they've...
That's the one, yeah.
But it's just... I think they should just stop those adverts and maybe temporarily remove those as well.
Yeah, so... EA are in big trouble at the moment.
Yeah.
Not only are they getting bashed for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but Need for Speed Payback as well use some rubbish loot box card system.
They've adjusted them.
Which they've changed.
Yeah.
And also people are starting to go up against FIFA.
Yeah.
Everyone's boycotting the new FIFA because of this new FUT football. I don't understand it. I don't play the game. But the new player cards that can be bought.
Yeah. But in Need for Speed, What petrolhead wants to go and just put cards in their engine bays?
I don't get that.
Stupid.
The whole point of Need for Speed and car games is to feel like you're
a mechanic
tuning the engine yourself, not just going, I'm going to put
I'll buy this card
and give me a +2 speed.
You know, it's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. I mean, no. I mean, basically everyone wanted the Need for Speed games to just go back to
Underground.
And like Need for Speed 2 and all that. They were great. What happened to them?
They're dead now.
Yeah, because it's easier to monetize open world games.
Yes,
that's right. But yeah, so that's EA in hot water again. And if that legislation does get passed where it is in fact gambling, they're going to have to pay a lot of fines.
Yeah, and the game will be pulled from several markets. It will have a higher age rating, so that pretty much cuts out. I mean, let's face it, a Star Wars game is not going to launch with an 18 rating, is it?
No, it is for children.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, okay, there's all of us which have grown up with Star Wars, and okay, we're well above 18.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's cutting their audience in half, and they're not going to like that.
Because
Disney are not going to
parents. Like the people that have children that grew up with Star Wars want to take their kids to the films and show them all these characters. So you're not going to have an R-rated Star Wars game. Also, since Belgium, since Hawaii, Australia have joined the foray now as well. So everyone's it's spreading and it's not looking great for EA. And they are panicking.
Yeah, I think it will definitely be the last Star Wars game EA publish. But not only that, have you heard what the Wall Street Journal have come out and said? Apparently, we're already being undercharged for video games.
Yeah, I think the Wall Street Journal... Is it the Wall Street Journal?
I think it was the Wall Street Journal.
Well, I think what they're forgetting is, back in the day, we used to get full games for our full price. You know, you pay 40 quid or $60 in America, you get a full game. Now what you get is half a frickin' campaign that lasts 4 bloody hours, 5 multiplayer maps, and a big fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
And a buggy mess, which they promised to fix in 6 weeks' time.
Why wasn't it done now?
Yeah.
Before the game was out? Hey? You know, that might have been a bloody good idea, wouldn't it? Oh, how about we finish the game before we release it? Isn't that revolutionary?
Get out.
I know.
I'm going to suggest things like that. Jesus.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. Well, basically, I hope this is the beginning of the end of this bollocks in the AAA gaming platform. I mean, AAA gaming, it just sounds bollocks nowadays, doesn't it? Anytime anyone says AAA, it's like, oh, big publisher, like basically forcing a good developer into making a shit game and putting a big name to it. That's pretty much the AAA industry.
Yeah.
So I hope it dies. I hope it just gets reset and a lot of new people come up, which I think it could happen.
I think that's what's going to happen.
But yeah, the Wall Street Journal, obviously everyone at the Wall Street Journal's an avid video gamer.
Yeah. We already pay too much? I don't think so. I think we pay... we don't pay enough. I think we pay too much for what we're getting.
Yeah, and EA actually said, right, this is actually a quote from EA back, I think it was a few months ago, when they were talking about one of their defense tactics for loot boxes and all that kind of stuff, is that games today are so expensive to make, we need to utilize things like pre-order bonuses, DLC, microtransactions, and loot boxes just to recoup costs. Then, after Star Wars Battlefront 2 got released and everyone kind of boycotted it, they actually said, and I quote, that it doesn't look like it would affect the costs.
Yeah.
Like the outgoing costs. It's like, okay, so if losing microtransactions isn't going to affect your company's bottom line,
then why
are you also defending loot boxes, saying they're necessary because games are too expensive to make and you can't make any money? You're absolutely fucking ridiculous. No. Basically, you're just being exposed left, right, and centre for being the absolute wankers that you are, EA. Twats. Anyway, shall we move on before I get more angry?
Yeah, so there we go. See, let us know in the comments what your thoughts on EA and their practices are. I would be really surprised if anyone's got any sort of leg to stand on defending them at the moment.
I can't see
Even
much.
EA are struggling themselves to defend
They've struggled.
themselves.
I mean, yeah, well, they tried to defend it, and then that post got made it into Reddit history.
Yeah.
so
yeah, it's amusing to say the least.
Absolutely.
Anyway. And I suppose the last story we need to talk about is Gran Turismo Sport.
Okay.
So a lot of people bought it when it released, I think the start of this month. And they were quite annoyed at the fact that they didn't actually get a single-player championship.
Yeah, you can't play it unless you're online.
No, no. So it upset a lot of people. But however, there is going to be a free update next month with the single-player career mode, the normal traditional Gran Turismo campaign.
So what were they doing? Just holding back on it?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
I think it might be another classic case of it just wasn't finished, so they've released the game early because the game already slipped almost a year.
They probably should have told people that it was coming though.
Yeah,
because
a lot of people have been annoyed and
I was one of the people
that
heard about it and was like, oh, I'm not going to touch that then.
Yeah. However, they have announced it at the time on Black Friday where it is like £20 odd. So if you're one of these people that bought it a while ago, which is you're probably really annoyed now. However, if you were thinking about getting it, but the lack of single player put you off, now's a great time. Yay. So it's a kind of like it's
kind of like, if Capcom were to release a Street Fighter game without an arcade mode.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
Anyway.
So there isn't a date. All they've said is that it's coming December. So you haven't got that long to wait, and you'll be able to play it to your heart's content without having to go online.
Woo!
Hey!
Driving for everyone.
Yeah.
Right, is that all for the news?
That's it for the news. Like
Excellent.
I said, unless it's Black Friday, there's no other news going on.
And there'll be a lot more news after Black Friday, I bet.
should imagine there would.
But yes, now we've come to the part of the show where we read out your comments from last week's show. If you left a comment in the comment section below, get prepared, because we're going to read it out. Jay, who's our first commenter?
That was a brilliant intro to this. Okay, so our first one comes from Casey Roback, who says first.
First.
So you got in there first. Brilliant.
First. See, we read everything.
We do. We read everything. Maybe give us a question next time because we'll definitely read it out.
Absolutely.
But thanks for that anyway. Osnock.
He
says that he says I love you.
Oh, we love you too.
Yeah. He then goes on to say this is my favourite channel on YouTube.
Hey, that was good.
Thank you. Yeah. He would bury his Kinect, but it might be worth a good laugh in a few years.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a little bit too much to ask, maybe.
Yeah, bury your technology.
Yeah, bury technology.
But if you have a change of heart, we will put that video up online.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So thanks for your comment. Stephen McCourt next.
Stephen!
Good luck with the game, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, for any of you that don't know, we are developing our very own game. More details of that to come on December 1st. But thanks for the good luck shout.
That's good.
Cheers.
He also said, will you be streaming games too? He's missing the old 10 o'clock live streams. Well, it's quite funny because obviously the day after you sent that comment, we did a 3.5 hour live stream of Super Metroid.
Yeah, we did, yeah. And we do still want to do live streaming and stuff like that. But as you can imagine, we all have full-time jobs and making a video game and trying to run this channel, it's quite a lot of work. So we'll get to some live streams when and where we can. Like we said, we've still got our Resident Evil 1 and 2 back-to-back live stream to do.
Which you've been promising for a long time
time, since before Christmas. So, yeah, it has been that long, hasn't it?
It has definitely been a good long while.
Yeah, so we got some stuff that we're going to do, but we'll get to that and you'll be notified.
Yeah, so they're definitely coming.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Michael Rasulmi.
I
think I pronounced that right.
Okay.
He says, yes, we are. I think that's in answer to the question of
the
last
title.
Last week's title. So, are we heading for another video game crash? So, yeah, I think we are too.
Yeah.
So, watch this space over this whole EA thing.
I don't think it'll be a crash as colossal as the last one, but it's going to be noticeable.
There's definitely going to be a whole change to how the whole business is run, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And EA's basically ruined it for everyone.
Colossally.
Whoops.
Yep. So thanks for your comment.
Cheers.
William C5233.
William!
On the Kinect topic from last week, he thinks they use it in ghost hunting shows like Ghost Adventures to map out ghosts.
I've seen that. They used it in the popular film Paranormal Activity, didn't they? Where in one of the scenes...
Yeah, which one was it? Was it the fourth one?
I think it was 3 or 4 or something like
I think it was 4.
Yeah, and it's because the Kinect sends out infrared beams that bounce off you at different depths, and that's how it can sense the depth. But if you look at the room with a night vision on the camera, you can see all the little dots everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, like ghost hunters use it to map movement, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
there's a lot of uses for the Kinect that are way better than playing video games.
Yeah.
They've used it in surgery, like doctors have used
medical
it,
things,
medical stuff. What else have they used it in?
I don't know.
Stuff, anyway.
Stuff.
You can Google it, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of uses for Kinect that are better than...
What they actually tried to use it for.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also says that he'd love to see a Resident Evil 1 and 2 speedrun.
Well, get ready for that, because
Yeah.
it's going to happen. I promise.
He says that he runs Soul Reaver 1 in his free time.
Oh, really?
I haven't played that game in ages.
I love Soul Reaver.
Yeah.
I went through it not so long ago. I got a... I was playing it on my Shield, and... yeah, I just kept picking it up and playing it again. I was like, man, this game is just so good. I've forgotten how good it was. So yeah,
you'd have to let us know in the comments what your best time is.
Yeah, we'll try and beat it.
And then finally, the Switch isn't region locked. So that's the
good.
answer to the question we said last time. So
Good.
yeah, thanks
Good to know.
Thanks for your comment, William. Matthew Smith next. DICE
Matthew?
have removed all in-game microtransactions in Battlefield 2 temporarily. But hey, at least it's there.
Yeah, it is there, but let's hope it... I mean, temporary is not good enough, I don't think, and it's not good enough for the rest of the community as well, because everyone's just gone, no.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah, no, stop. Sorry, EA, but no. So, I don't know how this is going to affect it going forward, but... Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Just
really.
wait and see what happens, I think. But thanks Matt. Thanks for your
you.
question. Philip Carlson next started speaking about the game that we're making.
Oh yeah.
You replied to it.
I did,
He says,
yeah, briefly.
Sounds
Yeah.
like an RPG Maker game.
Yeah, you said RPG Maker, and I was like, oh no, no. We're not doing a drag and drop, make your own game with a few clicks kind of thing. This is a bespoke, built from the ground up game that we're designing, and Nate's coding furiously in the background. But again, more details to come on that on December 1st.
Yeah. He says about the topic of the Switch and the batteries in general.
Oh yeah.
He says that if you leave it plugged into your dock, it'll work like a phone, so it'll only charge to a certain point and then trickle charge, so it doesn't overcharge the battery.
Yep.
However, not to let it, if you're using it in handheld mode, don't let it deplete too often, which is basically the same as any battery, any lithium.
I had a look into lithium batteries, and the best way it was described to me was it's like if you imagine a box with a spring in it, yeah, and when the battery's fully charged, the spring is compressed all the way, but then when the charge depletes, the spring comes out and it gets looser. So the longer you leave it with the spring slacked off, over time it loses its springiness.
Yeah.
You know? So that was how it was described to me. So it's always good to keep your lithium batteries topped up.
Yeah. He also says that they're easy to replace, and there's a video by a YouTube channel called Jerry Rig Everything. It's actually one of my favourite YouTube channels to watch.
It's a good channel.
Yeah. So he does a breakdown of how to change the battery so it can be done. And lastly, he'd happily drive over and take that Lawbreakers box off your hands if you'd sign it.
Oh yeah, this Lawbreakers Collector's Edition, a game that's come out that apparently has flopped harder than something that flops hard, and and no one can get an online game on it, or perhaps I'm not doing my research well enough. But I have a Collector's Edition. There's only 1,000 of these in the world, so I don't know if it's going to be worth anything, but we'll have to wait and see. Eh?
Yeah.
Or if I get enough comments asking me to open it, maybe I'll just open it and play it.
See what's in it. Oh yeah, give it a go. It's always worth a shot.
Yeah.
But thanks, Philip. Thanks for your
Thank you.
your comment. Michael S. next.
Michael.
So he asked us last week if we're brand loyal to anything.
Oh yes.
And we said no, not really.
Not particularly.
And
no.
he's like, ever. In keeping with the Star Wars and Darth Vader-y things, he finds our lack of Pepsi Max disturbing.
Ha!
He says that
Yeah.
I could use one for my cough. Nothing helps this cough. It's a seasonal thing. It's weird.
Yeah, actually, I've got a pretty bad cough, but I've just got over an illness, so
Yeah.
I've got an excuse. He doesn't.
No, mine's just seasonal.
Seasonal.
Seasonal cough. I know it's weird. He's been wanting to play a Castlevania game lately.
Oh, yeah?
What are your thoughts on Dracula X? Has he never played that one?
It's good. I've got a copy of it up there, actually. It's hard, but I quite liked it, because in Castlevania 4, you could swing your whip anywhere, any direction, And then in Castlevania X, they kind of like stripped it all out, and you could just jump and whip again. So it kind of added that kind of challenge back into it again. But yeah, I'd highly recommend that. It's good, and it's actually Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah.
Okay. Not X.
Yeah. Well, the X is
the X is a kiss.
Yeah.
Is it? Mm-hmm. It confused me. It's like, is it Final Fantasy Kiss or Final Fantasy 10?
No, it's definitely 10. That's a number. That's a number.
But thanks, Michael. Thanks for your comment. Shadow Girl Kita.
Haha!
Hey. Free PS Plus weekend. No way. That's awesome. Looking forward to the video game update. Also, speaking about how games don't die if there's a fan base, she's still playing online in Medal of Honor Breakthrough and Spearhead on PC.
Yeah, yeah, she has been playing that. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. Nikita works here, but she comments on the videos as well.
Also, she's shouting at me for not knowing Bubsy.
Oh yeah,
Bubsy Bobcat.
Yeah, Bubsy Bobcat.
How do I not
Have you not
know
done
him?
your research since
I
last
have
week?
not. No, I have not. No,
Unbelievable.
No. The NES and the SNES escaped me as a kid.
He was on PlayStation 1 as well.
Okay, I have no excuse. I will.
Yeah.
I have
I
to.
believe he was on Atari Jaguar as well. And recently he's had a new game, so.
I will rectify this.
He's a famous mascot.
Apparently so. Apparently really famous. Yeah,
Apparently.
I don't know him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sound off below if you know Bubsy Bobcat.
Yeah, really make me feel bad. But thank you. And then lastly, Daniel McCree or Macery. See, we never got to the bottom of the pronunciation of your name.
We keep saying it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's McCree.
McCree. That's what I'm going to go with. Let us know in the comments if we're wrong again. They say we'll definitely be buying a copy of your game.
Hey!
Having to support the channel.
Cool.
So long as there are no loot crates, of which 95% are filled with gifs of Bren laughing with dollar signs falling around him. Well, that ruins that idea.
We'll have to call Nate and get him to scratch that off the Trello board.
Yeah, I think it's too late. It might already be on there.
Now, I can guarantee 100% that there will be no loot box shenanigans in our video game because that stuff's only for EA.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we won't be doing anything.
No loot
like
boxes, no DLC. You'll get the full game packaged.
Absolutely. And it'll be finished.
Yeah.
It'll be bug tested.
It will be.
It'll be released on time when we say it's ready. It'll go, and we're not going to say when it's coming out until we know it's ready, which is going to be a long time. But first you'll get a demo, which is the first level. So exciting times though. We've made a lot of headway with it, and I can't wait to show you everything on
December 1st!
That's right, December 1st! Woo! Anyway, is that it?
That's it for the comments, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, I guess that's all the time we've got for the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. As always, I've been Bren.
I've been Jay.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.